Ever had a hankering to stroll down the cobblestone streets of Paris, the city of light? Who hasn't, right? But hold your berets, folks, because there are a few unexpected things you might encounter on your Parisian adventure. First off, Parisians speak French. Shocking, I know, but who would have thought that in France, of all places, people would be speaking French? But don't worry, even if your French is limited to bonjour and you'll survive. Remember, a smile is the universal language, and so is pizza. And speaking of pizza, let's talk about the food. You're probably expecting to eat your weight in croissants, escargot, and other French delicacies, but did you know Paris is also home to some of the best ethnic food in the world? That's right, you might just find yourself tucking into a plate of Vietnamese pho or a spicy Tunisian couscous. Who would have thunk it? Now, onto the Eiffel Tower. It's big, it's iron, and it's the most visited paid monument in the world. But here's the kicker. Parisians didn't always love it. In fact, they thought it was an eyesore. Imagine that. One of the most iconic structures in the world, and they wanted to tear it down. And speaking of tearing down, let's talk about Parisian fashion. You might be under the impression that every Parisian is a walking, talking fashion model. But don't fret if your wardrobe is more charity shop chic than runway ready. Parisians value comfort and personal style over the latest trends, so leave those uncomfortable high heels at home, ladies and gents. Trust me, your feet will thank you after a day of traipsing around the Louvre. Speaking of the Louvre, did you know it's one of the largest museums in the world? It's so big, if you spent just 1 minute looking at each exhibit, it would take you roughly 200 days to see everything. And that's if you didn't stop for lunch, or a bathroom break, or to take a nap in the Egyptian exhibit. Now let's wrap things up with a quick recap. When traveling to Paris, expect to be surprised. The city is a melting pot of cultures, cuisines, and contradictions. The language is French, the food is global, and the fashion is comfortably chic. The Eiffel Tower is loved by tourists, but was once hated by locals. And the Louvre, well, it's big. Really big. So there you have it, folks. Paris, the city of unexpected delights. Now go pack your bags and remember, when in doubt, order the pizza. It's a universal language after all.